Welcome back to another rebuild here on Madden 24, and today we're going to be doing another challenge rebuild suggested by one of you guys. This one is suggested by MarkyMark 13, who says, do the best available player fantasy draft, where you have to take the highest overall each round, no matter the position or age. At first, I was like, you know what, we're going to do it. We're going to make it where if we get like 2 quarterbacks, that's fair enough. 2 running backs, fair enough. 4 wide receivers, tight ends, 2 of them. We don't draft the same ones, but we're actually going to follow this to the T. So if one point or another we get screwed to where the highest overalls are punters and kickers, 5 to 10 punters or kickers. That's just the way it's going to be because you just don't know how this is going to go. We could end up with the first pick overall, and that highest overall is like Mahomes or something. Now, I will say, early on, I think when the overall is tied, we're just going to go off of what the main page actually lists as the first player. So if, we get pick 1 overall, obviously you want Mahomes, but if the number 1 overall is actually like Zach Martin, we got a damn lineman. All right, we got a damn lineman. Of course, if you guys have any suggestions similar to this, let me know in the comment section below. Maybe we'll feature that in the video and, do a actual challenge rebuild from that idea. And obviously, if you're down there already, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I'm going to be honest, it's early on, so I get it. Maybe you don't want to do those things early, but we do a ton of Madden franchise stuff, and I feel like you might be interested. Pick 7. Now, one thing I do have to do is back out and take a look at the transactions. All right, transactions. So, obviously, all quarterbacks, Mahomes, Lamar, Joe Burrow, Allen, Tua, Hurts. I don't think there's going to be any higher overalls than that, right? After the first or second... Not even first or second. After the first one, you're kind of GG'd. So, pick 7 very well could be like a lineman. Oh, I think we got lucky. Well, I didn't think we got lucky. We absolutely got lucky because, well, he's on the screen. And obviously, there's many 99 overalls left. Kind of curious to see quarterback anyways. This pick, if I was actually stuck with it at 7, would almost certainly be Justin Herbert. If not Justin Herbert, Justin Jefferson would actually probably be pretty high up there. So, I gotta say, if not Herbert, maybe Max Crosby, maybe Nick Bosa or Parsons, or Garrett. It'd probably be an edge rusher, just because even though wide receiver is very nice, edge rusher is like the hardest to get. But you know what? I am not mad with a wide receiver. So pick 7 overall is going to be Mr. Justin Jefferson, who's only 24 years old and an X factor. That is not bad. We will take that. So obviously the first couple of picks might be pretty decent if we're lucky, like it is here. But for the most part, this is probably not going to be great for us, right? So we'll see. Trayvon Diggs. I mean, actually, the first couple of picks are going to be pretty bad. Do I hate that? I don't know, because it could have been Travis Kelce or Trent Williams. So I don't mind that it's at least someone slightly younger, but it's obviously going to be Zach Martin. Once again, if there's ties, it's going to go to the guy that's on the front page, which he was one of the only 99s overalls left anyways. So here we go again. What do we get? Oh, no, Travis Kelce, 33-year-old tight end. He lasts maybe 2 seasons. You're probably thinking at first, like, oh, hey, maybe the first couple of seasons could be pretty good. Yeah, after that, though, it's going to be really bad. Don't be Trent. Lane Johnson. Now, at this point, I might have to look around because sometimes they don't actually show the highest overall, but there is a good chance that it is still Lane Johnson. But just in case, we got to make sure. But the first ones, I'm pretty confident that, 99 overalls can't really be beat. But once we drop from 99, I have to take a look, which it does seem like Lane Johnson is the highest, which isn't the worst thing, I suppose. But Lane Johnson, oh, it's terrible. 33 years old. There's not really much you can do here because this is kind of how it's going to go every time, right? It's really that first pick if you get lucky on the roll or not. Now in the 5th round, what are we looking at? Mario Davis. Okay, we're going to look around again and hope there's somebody that's a 93 overall or higher. But once again, the higher the overall at this point, the likelier chance. Oh my God, why did I look? It's even worse. Oh no, please tell me there's someone else. I don't know who the hell it would be, but let it be someone else. For the love of Jesus, a safety or something. Nope. Our newest player is Jason Kelce, the 35-year-old offensive lineman who we have to take. Is this round 5 now? 6 maybe? Ooh, it's getting bad. So we got Justin Jefferson, and that's like basically it. Cameron Hayward, you have Tooney who's tying in. Please tell me. I don't think we even looked at anyone that was higher than that. Maybe the left tackler was like a 92 overall. And they're not there anymore. It would have been Tyron Smith, Joe Tooney. Maybe I could have made it where the tie players we could have switched off, or made our choice. But nah, we're in it now. We're in it now. What was it, 91? We got to beat 91. That's not going to happen. So it looks like Justin Tucker's coming up here. It's looking like that's going to be the case. So Cameron Hayward, a 34-year-old lineman for the defensive line. The trenches are getting crazy, though. Got to say it. Maybe I regret choosing or allowing kicker to be the one. So David Bakhtiari is there. However, we do know for a fact Justin Tucker is a 91 overall. So we're just not going to have a quarterback either, which is just fantastic. Yeah. Why does Justin Tucker have to be so good? Like, does he ever think about the odd time that a rebuild idea like this comes along? All right, looks like we're maybe be stuck with freaking Harrison Smith next. At least there's a pretty big drop-off at the rest of the special teamers. But Justin Tucker, a couple of Justins on the team now. That is fantastic. At least he's good. But, wow. Took a kicker in the 7th. I mean, the teams in real life usually don't take kicker in the 7th. No! No, pomegranates. Please. Just tell me why. Even I would take David Bakhtiari at this point. But Harrison Smith... I mean, we're not going to have a quarterback either, like we said. So this first season, even though we have like maybe the highest overall team going in, potentially, I don't even know if that's going to even be true. It's not going to last long, and without a quarterback, we're not going to be able to do anything really. So, welcome Harrison Smith. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for the suggestion, buddy. Nah, dude. Tell me there's someone else. Oh, the running backs are all gone. Oh, why did I have to say it? 88 overall. Okay, at least it's not going to be. So, Juszczyk is coming up like within the next pick or two, which is fantastic. Anyone else? Will we have to beat 88? That's just not going to be beaten. So, we got one good pick. One good draft pick. Just a singular one. That is pain. They don't even have the common decency to put Bobby Wagner back at star or better. Oh, my lord. What's next? Juszczyk, right? There's actually no point in even checking anyone else. No point in Juszczyk. Okay, let's just, yeah. Let's get Juszczyk, and now maybe we'll actually get someone. Maybe we'll actually get someone because it showed that, 87 was kind of decent. I think it was Poyer, though, so. Here comes more age. Marquise Bell. I mean, I'm kind of a little bit out of the loop for who's the best of the best now. So, maybe he actually is cooked, but cooked in a good way. I don't know why I would say it like that. But Trent Brown, it's not the worst. Oh, Ryan Jensen, but Trent Brown was on the front page, so obviously that would be the guy unless there's an 88 overall, which I don't think there is. I think Juszczyk would have been like the last one. Yeah, like there's just no way we're going to get anyone young because obviously the higher the overall, the older they're going to be, because if the player is young and or has great dev, teams are going to take them. But this is definitely an okay pick compared to some of the other ones. Definitely not the worst we've had. So, I would say the kicker being in the 7th round may be the worst. What do we have for make your selection? Nah, dude, not Raheem Mostert, bro. Oh, this sucks. Okay, any other, please. I'll take one of the centers, man. Ryan Jensen, it seems. Don't think you're going to beat 87 overall. I think we already know that we aren't going to beat 87 overall. Then again, we got to pay attention to these kickers and punters, because we did say what we said. Who the hell is it? It's Jensen. How old is he now? He is 32, so another like 32-plus-year-old lineman. Everyone's 30-plus on this team except for Jefferson. Actually, there might have been one 29-year-old in there. Was there? I don't know. What else do we have? Raheem Mostert. I think it might be another center. We got to pay attention. All right, it is a center. We're saved again, but we're absolutely going to end up with Mostert one way or another. And I think what I will do is I think I might allow us to trade excess players, but that'll still hurt us because it's going to be dead cap, I'd imagine. And also, you're not going to get as much value as just taking the young player in general. The punter is also an 85, but I think this will be Mostert like we kind of talked about. Well, there he is, Raheem Mostert, the 31-year-old running back with normal dev. That's a long-time starter right there. The worst part is we're not even going to be developing really many players. Oh, man, this is fun. And it would appear that we have our new punter, Mr. A.J. Cole. Next pick is probably going to be Thielen. Reunited, and it feels so average. Adam Thielen, back with Justin Jefferson. Dropping down from 84 to potentially more special teamers, sadly. So front page says 82 overall, which I think is beaten, if I'm not mistaken. I think. There's got to be at least a guard left. There's center or something that's that. What was it, 82? I've already forgotten. Oh, man. It's going to be probably a safety or something. Wow, this sucks. Wait, is Luvu playing inside? Bro, they got to stop with them, dude. They're just cooking my man up. They don't know what they're doing with him. So was it actually 82? Well, if it's all time. Welcome to the team, 28-year-old running back. It's round 18, and we've had, like, 2 okay picks. Obviously, Justin Jefferson was a great pick, but that's, like, basically it. We know 82 overall is the highest overall, so Patrick Peterson, at least he's got mentor tag. I don't know who the hell he's going to mentor, because we have no freaking youth, but somebody surely. Kareem Hunt, I mean, that's probably our best pick since Jefferson, to be honest. All right, it looks like Morgan Moses is an 82 overall, so he's the highest one I've seen, and I think there's another special teamer, so I mean, let's be honest, we don't have to really worry too much about it because that special teamer is going to be there the whole damn time. 82 overall kicker coming in after the 99. And I think at this point, I'm going to rattle him off now so you guys aren't just sitting here watching me talk to myself, although I guess that's kind of how it always works. 81's the highest overall, and James Conner is the highest overall on the front page, so that's our choices. Now, Kareem Jackson, the 35-year-old. All right, since we don't actually... No, we do have a fullback. Patrick Card would be an extra. I'm still going to go for him, though. There was a lot of ties for 81, but fullback is closer than kicker-punter in order, technically. Kicker-punter is like the last two. But I also will be probably simming around like 40 just so we can actually fill out the roster, because otherwise we're literally going to be stuck with a bunch of players that are the wrong position. While I will probably make trades, I don't know the value of those players, and they might be mainly draft picks, because I really don't know what we're really going to get for a bunch of old dudes. And at this point, I might have to adjust my rules, otherwise it's going to really just be kickers, punters, which I don't know. I think we can make an audible. I think we'll allow 3 punters, 3 kickers, and then the rest goes to the other players. Otherwise, it kind of gets a little boring, I'll be honest with you. It's not even about, you know, oh, he's cheating, but it's just kind of boring. It's just going to be punters, kickers. It's like punters, kickers, fullback, but Tommy Townsend is another like kind of higher overall punter, so we have 3 of each. Now we're going to move back to the non-punters and kickers and fullbacks. Going to go to the regular positions, which I can't imagine are going to be much better anyways. It's probably going to be like old safeties or cornerbacks. As you can see, Gibson at 81 overall. I wonder what quarterback we're going to get when we randomize. Or not really randomize, but let it go. And yeah, like I said, not much better than that. I mean, honestly, you can almost argue I'd probably get more for the kicker punter, especially if they're young enough, which most of them are still young, because, well, you kind of get whoever you want a kicker punter outside of Tucker if you wait too long. Everyone else, though, I'm pretty sure goes undrafted. Cordero Patterson, the 32-year-old, maybe even moves to freaking wide receiver with how many running backs we have. Another lineman, Ted Karras. All right. This is kind of disturbing me a little bit now. 30 rounds of utter garbage. Pretty sure there was another 79 overall. Might actually be Mercedes Lewis. The old tight ends get older. 39-year-old tight end. Welcome to the squad, dude. Who would have thought another freaking center? Okay, so we have a lot of line moving at the trade. I don't know what we're going to get out of this. It's going to be a disaster, right? First season or second season, you know, the team's going to look pretty good. But without any sort of decent quarterback or anything like that, it may not really mean much. We basically have, like, no defense. 76 overalls. I think Chris Harris at least has mentor. Once again, I don't know who the hell they're mentoring, but just going to throw him on the list because there's a chance maybe we trade for a younger corner or something. You know, if we're trading for players, it's probably going to be mostly like developmental type guys. I don't know, Jason Verrett, I guess. More cornerbacks. The lack of defense, though, is absolutely astonishing. So we end up taking another cornerback, and then Rodney McLeod comes in as I'm trying to get Randall Cobb back in Green Bay. Have to take the safety in front of him, though. We're going to get nothing for any of these guys. We might actually have to trade like Zach Martin and whatnot just to have some sort of value. Otherwise, we're in like way over our head. 5 years is probably not going to be enough. Because we're like basically starting off with almost like a worse than like bottom of the league roster almost. 75. And I mean, we looked. There really wasn't many 76s. Road's closed. Freaking roster's closed. All right, Dwayne Brown was there. He's a 76 overall, but we got him anyways. So it is what it is. Everyone else is 75 or lower. And at this point, I'm going to be simming the rest of this one and seeing what they're going to give us. So let's first actually look at the drafted. So we had no quarterback, a bunch of old running backs, some fullbacks, 3 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. I mean, all the linemen you'll ever need. No left end, 1 right end, no DT, no left out, 1 middle linebacker, no right out, a bunch of old corners, terrible free safety, and a bunch of old, terrible strong safeties outside of Harrison Smith, with 6 total different types of kickers. We're going to hit end of draft, and I pray they give me somebody young enough to develop. Otherwise, this first season is going to feel like crap. I guess kind of another question I have is I wonder if they're actually going to fill the positions of need, or they're just going to be like, best available, baby, just like we did. I would imagine they fill the positions, right? Wow, okay. They really did not do much. Tylan Wallace, who at this point is still only 24 somehow. That doesn't seem correct. I feel like it was like 45 Maddens ago I had Tylan Wallace and I was developing him. Ooh, Whippler. They got somebody kind of young. I mean, it's kind of irrelevant. I'm not going to start him, I don't think. Fiocco, Sheldon Day, no thank you. Matthew Butler, no thank you. The two DTs, no thank you. Linebackers, no thank you. Yeah. No, it's not good. The AIs they gave me were horrendous. I literally would have rather just kept going the way we did and just not have those players. What about free agency? Anyone there? Anyone young, I suppose, at each position? Let's see. Quarterback. Well, let's see overall. So quarterback, no shot. Running back, maybe like a Trey Sermon. Probably not worth it, though. Wide receiver. I thought I saw someone that was like 20-something at 70 overall. Marquez Stevenson. Anthony Schwartz. There you go. That's a name. That's a number 3 wide receiver right there. We don't mind that. Number 3 wide receiver coming in. Who dis? Bo Melton. A little old for like starting now, it seems. 24 is kind of like really? And he's still trying to... okay, I guess. You can join the team, but I don't promise you'll do anything. And I doubt we're going to find anyone else. These linebacker positions are usually really tough to find. Corner's okay, but I doubt anyone young. Oh, Kyu Blue Kelly, actually. I know he's been bouncing around practice squads, but I mean, a little bit of youth. I don't know if he'll start, but at least, once again, it gives us some options if we want to go youthful. Ooh, Packers Carrington Valentine. Kind of like him. Kind of want to start these young guys. We got a bunch of freaking mentors as well. They could be the next Goon Squad. Don't even know what that means, but hell yeah, dude. Corey Trice would be cool, but 23, I really don't want to start the 22s or 21s, but 23? Nah, dude. No, thank you. You can keep it. Let's see if we can get any value out of these players, though. Kind of want to trade off the superstars. I think we have 2, right? I think we had Jensen. Kind of want to trade those guys off and see if there's like... oh, yeah, I forgot. You don't have a trade block here. Want to see if we can get anything for them, if possible. Okay, now I kind of feel like we're cheesing. At first, I was like... I think this is all right because we're going to get nowhere near the value back. And right now, that is not really looking like the case. We're actually getting pretty good value. Not across the board, but some. I would like to get a proven running back, though, because we know that is a position that is like next to impossible to draft and develop. DK Metcalf would be freaky good. Antoine Winfield, Joey Bosa's a lower overall, but he's kind of good. Colton Miller. I mean, I almost feel like Zach Martin can get anybody. Do we not try? What position do we really need? Edge rusher, Rashawn Gary. Get him on Green Bay as well. I kind of want an edge rusher. Do they just not have green interest this year or something? Like, nobody has a green interest in them yet. Everyone is offering us, like, top dollar. And I think I am going to allow it. I'm going to allow trades. Although I don't really care about the cap hit. At this point, we're so desperate. We just got to do what we can to get talent. And now I'm really sitting here because this is not a bad trade for us at all, but I worry that it destroys the essence of the video. Maybe if I do trades, I have to do them with the trade finder. Even then, it still seems like we're getting kind of good value. No. It kind of destroys like the whole point of the video. But at the same time, Jason Kelce's getting me value. I feel like I could do this video again, but do the vice versa. So if we do trades here, we would be able to do no trades next. Or if we just don't do trades, we can do another one of these, but we can trade. I don't know, dude. Like, at the same time, it's like all these linemen, what am I supposed to do with them? I can't pay them, so I'm just going to let them go to free agency. But even here, I feel like I'm getting a lot of value. I mean, it's not like I'm trading all of them, I guess. Joe Tooney. I mean, these trades aren't crazy, right? Like getting Joe Tooney back. Greenlaw's 26, so I really wouldn't want that. Any higher draft picks? Joey Bosa, maybe? It's not really a great trade for us, right? We're losing a lot. I'm going to allow this. If you guys really want to see me do one where I don't do trades, you know, maybe leave a like or just like let me know in the comment section below, like, hey, don't do that next time. As we're really not, yeah, I mean, like, we're not really getting much here. Like, can we get like a freaking 3rd round pick from a team that kind of sucks? Cowboys, hell no. The Dolphins, trying to think of like a team that's just like systematically awful. Like the Bears, do they have a bad quarterback? Wow. Got Justin Fields back. Oh, that's kind of funny. He's actually not even bad. It's just think it's funny. Like, it's a fantasy, and they still just stick it out with the same guy anyways. We could definitely get a 3rd, but is that too low? A 3rd and a 4th for all these guys? I mean, those are significant draft picks for us. But what can you do? Who the hell was it? Ben Jones. It was all linemen, right? Dwayne Brown, that's who. All right, let's get a 7th round pick in there and make our trade. I think that's fine, honestly. Like, we traded for Joey Bosa, and Joey Bosa's like, really ain't all that right now. 88 overall, 28-year-old. He's good. We've decided what? What have you decided? You're not deciding anything. Just take the trade and shut up. We decided to go addition. Is that really a real thing? What direction? You don't want a whole freaking offensive line? Wait, is this actually a real thing? I thought it was just like we're not close enough or something. I didn't know this was a thing. Fair enough. Okay, suck me. Don't know what that means, but sure. Jets are pretty bad in sim, right? Oh, they don't have a 2nd round pick because we haven't. We already own the damn thing. Okay, they did it. Okay, they did the trade. No more changing of directions. No change of direction rating or anything like that. I doubt we get anything for the kickers, punters, but we'll try. Like, they're almost like asking us to pay them to finish the trade, which I guess makes sense. 2 punters, a kicker, and a 6th round pick. And I don't really think we have maybe a safety. Do we have extra safeties? I also do want some sort of young quarterbacks. I'm going to try to find somebody that's like usable. I think in the past we'd used, who the hell was it? I can't remember. He's like kind of fast. That's all I got for you. All right, we got Desmond Ridder, 70 overall quarterback from the Dolphins. Traded a bunch of corners, a fullback, a 4th and a 5th round pick to get him 70 overall. He's 24 now. So, I mean, it's not like a tight leash situation, but it's a situation where it's like, I'm not super invested in him. If we end up with a 1st pick overall and there's a decent quarterback, I'm taking him no matter how well Ridder plays. I'll trade him off if I have to. At this point, we just kind of need a couple of backups, and then we'll head on in for what could be a very painful to watch season. All right, so for season 1 at least, we're going to be rocking a 3-4 as, you know, the team's kind of built for a 3-4. We still have a really good line, but the left guard, I will say, we kind of sold on. Probably should have kept one of the centers to play that spot. Some pretty high overalls, right? Travis Kelce, Justin Jefferson, most of the offensive line are pretty high. Ritter's the new guy in the game, or not in the game, but on the team. Mostert and a bunch of other older running backs. That's a position I may have to trade crazy to get someone guaranteed at. We're going to start Valentine and Kelly just for the simple fact that this is probably going to be a bad season for us. And, I mean, Peterson kind of helps. But if I see us actually succeed early on, maybe I will bump up Peterson and all them just to do it. But it would be kind of fun to see Kyu Blue and Valentine, who I actually think both are actually on Green Bay right now, unless Kyu Blue is not on the practice squad anymore. But yeah, hell, Packers in it up, I guess. Oh, the sell! Why, man? I'm sure there's going to be an insane list of players that I have to re-sign. Oh my god, I lied. I was trolling, but I guess I actually have some players here that I need to re-sign. Wow, I don't know what to do with Travis Kelce, but I'm pretty sure he lasts at least 2 seasons, so I'd be down to do like a 2-year, like 32. We're going to have to tag him. He's old anyways. He'll just deal with it. 4-year deal for Bosa. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of want to tag Bosa now. Man, I hate the old. I hate it, and I'm getting there in real life. Bro, okay, screw me. Well, let's just forget about it. Kyu Blue's actually a pretty good overall right now, so I'm going to try to... Thank you. I'm actually shocked. That was probably the one contract that shouldn't have went of all of them. Even Valentine, I'll probably do like a 3-year deal because, you know, worst case, these guys are backups, worthy backups, right? Young, good overalls. They're okay overalls, at least. Let's not lie to ourselves. Whippler probably gets replaced. Schwartz probably gets replaced. And the rest are kind of old. The whole ass division's bad, which is good because we actually traded for Detroit. Oh, they almost made the playoffs. That would have been so bad. 6-11, 6-11, 6-11, 5-12. What a bunch of champions. A bunch of winners. Of course, we actually started off pretty well, and then a 54-14 match win against the Steelers, and you're like, well, and then this happens. Of course, looking at the Lions, because that is the team we traded with, right? I freaking hope it is. They did badly too. We don't mind it. We actually like to see it. Any chance at some dev ups, though? I doubt Ritter's going to be the long-term option, but we'll see. Not bad. Definitely not bad. Running was actually pretty good from a non-90 overall running back. Jefferson was pretty good. Thielen was all right. Kelce was terribly underused. Schwartz was okay. O-line, I mean, it's decent. Defensively, Wagner is 131 tackles, 3 interceptions. Sack totals, Bosa was kind of useless. Hayward was all right, or pretty good, actually. And the rest were terrible. Interceptions were kind of low. Tucker was very good. Punting was very good. Kick return, punt return game. There's like barely any kick returns on the season. We just were the best defense ever, obviously. Tua with the MVP win. Did we win anything, though? Like, just something? Like, most surprisingly bad cornerback or something? I don't freaking know. But apparently not. So let's head on to the offseason where maybe we can start to cook up a little bit with some extra draft picks. Franchise quarterback is never a wrong time to, have... I mean, it's never the wrong time to have a franchise quarterback. So if we see one, we will go for one. Saints versus the Bills. The winner of this one is the Buffalo Bills. Any dev-ups? Any at all? I'm just asking for literally anything. One of those corners, maybe. Offensively, does not seem to be the case. Defensively, Kyu Blue Kelly goes up to star. Bosa goes up to X Factor, which is very clutch because I ended up paying him a 4-year, $84 million deal. He's wearing number 40, which is maybe the most disgusting thing I've ever seen, but that's all right. I've seen some kickers in the 50s and 60s, so it could be worse. Mostert looks to have retired or just regressed really hard. Dwayne McBride out of nowhere. I would have loved to have him like this season. I would have started him. You kidding me? When did he become available? I looked at running back, I'm pretty sure, and I didn't see him. That's all I can say. But we might have had some retirements. Did they show? Because I think the regression's already on, so retirements surely were as well. Anyone? Kelce was still here. Hayward, even though he's old, is still here, which is good. Anyone of, like, obviously Randall Cobb, some Packers, I suppose. Bobby Wagner, that's actually pretty big. Mostert did retire. Well, we lost, like, freaking 10 of our top 20 picks, basically. The fact that that's not even a troll is kind of crazy. All right, negotiations. I don't think we actually did get Kelce back, but kind of by design, if you will, because, it really wasn't kind of working out with this. A 2-year, I'm still willing to do it. Really? Okay. We'll go with the 15 mil tag. He's old, so it's kind of like the tag makes a little more sense. Does he really have the time in his career to hold out at that age? Probably not. But we could still have a magical season. If we were to land a franchise quarterback that was like proven out the gate, we could be cooking. As far as what we can get in free agency, probably not going to be anything, but I'm still going to be on the lookout just in case there's just one player that slipped the re-signing process. But so far, not so good. Demario Douglas, he's kind of small. He's more of like a slot type guy. Sky Moore, I don't think I'll ever be able to develop. O-line's kind of old and not really worth it. Interior for R3-4, which we could end up changing the scheme for. Just not much here. There really just isn't much here. Our veteran, I mean, we don't really have an inside linebacker. We could take a chance on a Jabo, I suppose, because he's probably not going to cost too much. Corners, I'd rather just rock Kyle Blue and Carrington Valentine if it came down to it. Ooh, Ringo. Ringo's pretty good. Let's go with Ringo for a 3-year. Maybe he'll start over Valentine. Obviously, Kyle Blue is probably going to get the start unless we found someone else in the draft, which I doubt we will, because we have so many needs in corners. Not really that high on the list right now. Ajabo, who wants him? A few teams. Blockshot's going to suck, but his finesse should be okay. 77 finesse at 24 years old. I mean, I'd be willing to give him the 3-year. Once again, worst case scenario, he's a backup. Which, I mean, that's not the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario would be we don't even have him and we have worse than him as a starter. Anyone, probably Ringo, but I don't know about Ajabo. Oh, we actually got Ajabo as well? Okay, he's a little bit older than I would have liked, but once again, another position where we don't absolutely have to draft it because we have at least somebody there. And before I go into the long scouting process, longer than probably most, we have to take a look at these draft picks. No 3rd-round pick, no 5th-round pick, but pick 5 and 6 with 40 from the Jets. So a couple of options here. If it's not quarterback, though, we probably do have to trade down because we have so many needs. But once again, best available player, if they look like a proven talent, will still be the option. All right, so there's a couple of really good-looking players at the early spots. One of them looks pretty undeniable, and it is a wide receiver, Benjamin Cooks. He is 6'6", with insane athleticism and very good key ratings. I would almost guarantee this to be a generational player. Don't know for a fact, but I would pretty much guarantee it. And wide receiver is a tough position to draft. Maybe not as hard as edge, technically, but I want to see if I can get this player. I would love to keep pick 6. I don't know if I can trade up using pick 6. So let's see what we can do with this. Maybe we get up to 1. I don't know. We're going to try, though. Do they even need wide receiver? Like, do they actually need, like, I don't want them to, like, take him. Yeah, they don't need him, but they could take him. I could trade for Jameson Williams instead of going for the, nah, I want this guy because I think he might be generational. We need alignment, man. We really need pick 6 to just go the absolute distance. Like, pick 6 is gonna have to move. It is going to have to move mountains. It is going to be kind of crazy. I don't know if we can do better than Gibson, honestly. Do I just... This is nowhere near what I need to give up. Pick 40? And it is 4 spots. Damn, dude. I might have to just say L to this wide receiver and maybe trade for Jameson because I can't trade up that much. That is a lot to be trading up. Did I offer him a 2nd-round pick? 2nd next, 2nd this? I can't offer too much more than this, though. What do we have? Any, like, old linemen that are going to, like, retire on us in, like, 12 seconds? Kind of the whole squad, to be honest. Do I not trade Lane Johnson off? Would they do it for pick 1? Wow, okay. Does Lane Johnson have value anywhere for, like, close to pick 2, pick 1? Probably not, right? Lane Johnson's 34. He could easily retire next season. J.C. Horn is interesting. Superstar Dev, Jordan Davis. I really want this wide receiver. You know, JSN would be cool because he's already a wide receiver. He's proven, and, you know, Jameson Williams or whatever. But I would really like to just get a straight-up close to draft pick to grab that guy because I think he's generational. I do. All right, we went interdivisional. Lane Johnson, Jason Verrett, Chris Harris Jr., and a 2nd-round pick to move up to 3. The only problem is pick 3 isn't pick 1 overall, which, you know, is, once again, a problem. if I can try to get to that pick, what would it cost? This was a disaster. I had to trade first and a fourth this, a second and a third next, Cameron Hayward and Harrison Smith to move up 2 spots with the Jaguars, who may have even taken quarterback at 1 overall. There was a guy that was like pick 7, he's okay, but if this wide receiver isn't generational and he's like just some dude, I'm going to be mad, all right? There's also another really good-looking player, this DT. The corner looks great, too, but this DT, Cliff Claxton, DT's on the list, I suppose, but this guy, I mean, that guy could even be generational, but Benjamin Cooks looks like a generational player. Thielen retired. We didn't get Schwartz back. We need wide receiver. Did we Benjamin Cooks? I think so. 97 speed, 99 jumping at 6'6", hidden. I got to assume he's superstar X Factor. I'm going to be really mad if he's not. Of course, trading up is not an option. If Claxton's there at 5, I'm taking him, but I doubt he will be. The Jaguars, do not get him, please, Miami. Oh, that could have been really good. I don't know if he's generational, but he looked really good. But yeah, I don't think there's anyone else up here that I'm really willing to take. This quarterback looks all right, but is he that much better than Ritter? Maybe. Perhaps, but for me right now, nah, he's not. He's not. So I'm going to end up trading down, I think, quite dramatically, I think, right? This guy looks really good too, though, but quite dramatically. Is it going to be a second round trade down? Probably. We have a lot of second rounders, a couple of decent DTs, but, Gore's pretty good, to be fair, but he's more of a pass. Ooh, Gore. Let's get to like 20 and try to get Gore maybe, or one of these other edge rushers. I got a lot of edge rushers up here, so let's get to 20. Cornerback, I think I'm cool with Charleston Day in the second round, so going to take one of these for 20, and then I'm going to try to get as much as I can out of one of the other ones for like a bunch of seconds. All right, dip into the future a little bit, but a 4th next, 7th the following year, and pick 5 for 37, 38, and a first round projected from the Lions next year. Once again, it's a fantasy draft rebuild. Trying to keep some of it realistic, but overall, that is what that is. And they're going to take McLean. I'd like to get to 20 if I can, so that's what we're going to try to do. Now, the best trade in the world, but 22 is, close to that 20 mark that I wanted. We get a second round a little bit later as well. Like I said, not as close to what I wanted as I, got, but we'll live with it at 22. We're probably going to take a pass rusher, even though we did go for a Jabo. Jabo's 24. I think he is just going to be depth. Once again, just that potential, right? So that's why we're okay with, grabbing him. Not that expensive. We at least have an option. Gore, it would be very hard to pass on. So Gore or one of these outside linebackers. Gore, Garland, or McKee. I'm going to look at all 3, and we'll make a choice. Gore's 22, a power move. Okay speed, but if he's actually going to play 3-4, which I think we might actually stick with in this one, does he have the juice? I don't know. And this guy's a pass rusher. I didn't really get to see too much about him. He has an A to C. I'm assuming one of them is good, and he is athletic, so at 21, he's an option. And then McKee, we'll take a look at. He's 1 of 2. The fact that Garland's still there worries me, though. And I have no idea about McKee. The other guy's at least A to C, both A pursuit. I think Gore is the safest bet, but he's also really slow. This is risky because he's been good ranked over the season, though. He's most athletic. I'm going to take him, Garland. And he is hidden, and that's apparently most athletic. Gore must be like 80 speed or something. Wow, I did not think he was going to be that slow. I thought he'd be way faster than that. Okay, I guess. More trade downs. Have no choice. Missing too much. Browns are kind of giving me what I want. I'll go with 58 and 90. Pick 6. I really want a corner. Is it that big of a need right now, though, when we have all these other needs? I don't know if I would say that, but that corner does look pretty good, so I might still pull the trigger anyways. Like a B catch, a B man, a B zone, decently athletic. I'm going to take the risk. Oh, he's normal dev. All right, we sold. That kind of sucks. Taking that risk, high second, when we have so many needs and so little draft picks. We're going to gain a 5th round pick for moving back to 63, which is like 9 spots maybe. Ooh, the safety's actually there, and we really need safety right now. Bill Bush, please be hidden. I'm done. I'm not drafting DBs anymore. I'm done. Like, sure, I get it. Maybe they're a 74 overall plus. You know, they get some breakouts early on, but it's not really what I'm here for. I'm kind of here for, like, the hidden devs. Kind of going downhill a little bit, but what can I do? DT, interior, probably a massive positional need. Not really a whole lot of options, so based on what I know, Washington's probably the best. So Derek Washington, 21 years old, kind of undersized, but hidden dev. I just sold. I thought we had a high third-round pick. I guess I can't say I sold because we don't even have many draft picks anyways, unless we move up a first-round pick next year to like grab a billion draft picks. Fitzsimmons is still there, though, which is nice. Carter's still there, which is nice. Okay, maybe we didn't sell that bad. We don't really need many linemen right now. One lineman will do. Fitzsimmons, welcome to the squad. Be hidden. Thank you. I'm done. I needed one hidden lineman. Just one. Actually, I kind of need two because we got rid of Lane, didn't we? Let's trade up to the Jags. Damn. He's gave him like a billion draft picks, but they're all pretty bad comparatively, so whatever. Give me pick one in the 4th round, which will be used on somebody. I don't know if the DT's there still or O-lineman, somebody. Carter is still there. There's still a lineman. I don't think lineman's that big of a need. Linebacker is way bigger. Let's go with Mike Carter, though. Get another lineman. Please be also hidden. Nice. Normal dev. Love it. We kind of need 2 linebackers, don't we? So we're going to probably have to do something crazy here to get one of the... Well, not really one of them, but both of them. All right, 3rd round next year for the 4th round pick from the Raiders. Straight up. Probably need to try to get the Jets pick, too. I don't know if that's even going to be possible, but... Need 2 linebackers pretty desperately. I think we pretty much have the starters elsewhere. Oh, we only have 1 linebacker available. All right, Devontae Madden it is. Some speed. He's an inside linebacker, and he's normal dev. The L's keep flying. Lots of normal devs in this one, especially, you know, really unfortunate it's in one of the tougher rebuilds we've had because we have, like, next to no talent. But we still have our own draft pick. We still have another draft pick next year, and that's really all I've got. And holy crap, things are bad. Bill Christmas. I mean, he's a 1-2 DT. Mr. Stackhouse, why the hell not? I really don't care. It's a 6th-round pick. Whatever. Let's go on to the draft recap. This is a long first season, I'll tell you that much. Long first season. So many trades, so many freaking scoutings, and so many normal devs. Let's take a look. Generational, please! Title probably already gave it away anyways, if it is. And he is, I would imagine, right? The corner's 77 overall, safety's 73, but fair enough. I mean, the trade up for Cooks was definitely worth it, but everything else we can argue. 99 spec, 87 release. The injury, stamina, and toughness are very disappointing, but in the rebuild, it doesn't actually matter. This guy is easily the best wide receiver I've personally drafted. There's no question about it. Dev, I mean, it's got to be, right? What number do I put him on? 14, 19 looks okay. Looks kind of hefty. He is an X Factor, which is sweet. Garland, well, he was hidden, right? Thank God. 83 speed, 87 excel, 79 finesse, really nice finesse. Block shed's okay. Let's take a look at that dev. If we got another X Factor, I'd be A-okay with it. Hey, you know what? A superstar works too. Okay, so as much as we sold, fair enough. I mean, there's not really a whole lot of positions, like so many positions that have like recent good players as well. I really don't care to look at the other players, to be honest. We'll have to move the DTs around. I guess we'll look at the DT Washington. Was he? Yeah, he was hidden. Just because we kind of can't. Oh, nice finesse. 80. Can't really play him at nose tackle in this 3-4. I don't know who the hell is going to play there, but 75. Why the hell not? Right end. Stardev. We definitely made the team worse, but at the same time, we did get a lot of really good youthful players. Let's take a look at Days. 77 overall, even though he's normal. Let's take a look at what he's looking like. That is not bad. 79 man, 74 zone. Very good excel. Okay speed. Jumping's a little iffy, so is agility and all that. But great catching and pressing man and, you know, zone is pretty good. But it's not a bad draft, I will say. What about that quarterback? Because if he was actually good, maybe I regret that. Claxton, 80 overall. The corner was 82. Cliff Claxton. Oh, that is a generational player. No way he has 83 power move, 81 finesse move, and he's not generational. He has dual style. That'd be crazy if he wasn't. And he is. Damn, son. Imagine he fell to 5. Imagine. We'd have been so screwed because we would have had no depth in the draft. Where did the quarterback? I'm going to be so mad if he went all the way to 19 interdivisional. Please be normal. Hell yes. James Williams, not bad by any means, but I would have regretted it. That's all I can say. Especially at 5 or 6. When I kind of thought about it for a second. I kind of feel cheese for this one. Jamal Williams, former Packer, former Lion, and a 5th round pick for Zach Charbonnet. I don't know if they even need him, but he was on the trade block, so I shot my shot. Of course, interdivisional yet again. Oh, what's this? I don't know what that means. Oh, is that just like a bunch of trades? I don't even know. I've seen that a billion times, but still don't kind of know what it means. Please tell me they actually have a real running back. Not real, but you know what I mean. They do have Najee, so fair enough. I'm going to try to find some other guys. Maybe Zach Charbonnet could be a future starter for us down the line here. Obviously, he's going to start, but you know what I mean. Long-term, the guy, the franchise running back, if you will. But let's take a look if there's any other positions. And I don't know why no one wants Nakobe Dean. A 5th and a 7th for a 3-year contract. Nakobe Dean is absolutely worth it. Even if I replace him, I'm not mad about it, because that's a good trade. All right, Season 2, the roster building process has been a process, to say the least. Ritter's a 74 overall. O-line is only getting worse. We need new linemen at multiple positions. Right tackle, left guard still, even after we just got this rookie. Probably center and right guard very soon. Need a new tight end. Quarterback wouldn't hurt. And then offensively, we need another DT. Linebackers, we'll see. Edge, hopefully, is fine. Safety, we'll see. Corner, we'll see. I don't know. We have 2 high draft picks. Hopefully, if the Lions and us suck. So we'll see what happens. But that's basically the gist of it. Team's actually doing a little bit better than expected. Resignings. Travis Kelce might be another tag, I'm going to be honest with you. Zach Martin definitely gets a contract because he's 33, so he'll be here at least another season. Trent Brown will get the contract, and it doesn't actually appear we have like anyone else that we have to re-sign, so we're actually kind of all right. Well, I don't know if it was who we traded. Did we miss the playoffs at 10 and 7? No shot. No way. We had a really good start, and we just choked the season away. I mean, it wasn't even close. Every other team, 7 wins. We have 3 wins on those teams, and we're the one that misses out. Of course we are. Of course we are. Whose draft pick did we actually have? I'm trying to think right now. Was it the Jaguars? No, that was... Who did we have? I don't even know. It was Detroit's again. Damn, dude. So Detroit makes the playoffs. We don't. That's fun. We were like 9 and 2. I'll show you guys in a sec. We'll look at the stats first. Ritter may have a chance. You know, we're gonna let him. We're gonna let him cook. Speaking of cooks, cooking up. Offensive Rookie of the Year probably. Jefferson pretty good. Travis Kelce kind of wasted again. Woods okay for a slot receiver. Of course, playing the Packers scheme top to bottom here. It's just kind of hurting us. Pass rush not great. So once again, 34 just. That defensive scheme just doesn't put up numbers in Sim. It just simply doesn't. Let's take a look at the yearly awards, and then we'll take a look at our win-loss. The Chiefs cooking up because, well, those players are good, in fairness. Cook's Rookie of the Year, nice. But also, obviously, that Chiefs scheme kind of cooks up both sides. Running back, I mean, hell, pass rush seems to be pretty good for that scheme as well. Let's take a look at that schedule. Like I said, I think we were 9 and 2. 9 and 2, and they just lost a billion games. Like, I don't know what those numbers are, but it's pretty good. And then we lost, like, freaking 5 out of 6. 1 game we're in the playoffs, I think. 1 game. And instead, we have a pretty late draft pick, and then the Lions are going to give us another really late draft pick. Don't know what we could get for a dev up, but maybe Ritter if we're really lucky. Either way, it's going to be the Bills versus the Panthers. Thankfully, not the Lions. Damn, son, the Lions, though. They were sucky, and then they're good. I don't know what to tell you. But let's take a look at these dev-ups, if we even had any. And Ritter actually does go up in dev, which makes things interesting. Definitely makes him a little more interesting. It's actually a pretty good rating as well. Superstar dev, not bad at all. Might be the quarterback of the future, which would be pretty clutch. Definitely pretty clutch. Defensively, Garland was already a superstar. Oof, this is rough, especially since we lost 2 superstar linemen. Thankfully, Cooks is already a 91 overall, but still, that's just hard to deal with. I guess you go with slot or deep threat. Let's go deep threat just because. And see what he gets here. He seems like a physical main, right? It's pretty decent, but yeah, that really does suck. Losing the O-lineman, having kind of bad draft picks, and then Really no dev ups. Ritter thankfully went up, but no one else did. Charbonnet was mid as well, and like I said, those draft picks aren't great. Our depth of draft pick isn't very good, so we might be trading those mid to late first for like mid to late seconds and getting maybe like a late third on top of it. Did we have retirements like other? No, they would still be here because Travis Kelce's here, so that's... I freaking hit 1 year, bro. Why? This game. The game and they're skipping. Maybe it was my fault. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you can undo the contract, right? I'm pretty sure. All right, I guess you can't. All right, so I'm going to have to edit that. I meant to do a 1 year deal. I'll just give him a 1 year 20. I'm pretty sure the tag last season was 1 year 15. Tight end doesn't jump that crazy, but we're going to edit him down to a 1 year 20. That'll be the tag, obviously. Although if I just like put him down to a 1 year right now, can I not just like redo it? Screw it, I'm just going to do the 1 year 20 anyways. Whatever, let's just knock that out. It was going to be a 1 year 15, maybe 1 year 18 at most for the tag, so boom, basically 1 year 21 even. It doesn't matter, obviously we have money, but this is the best window chance, but at the same time, maybe not because we lost those 2 linemen, so we got a lot of money, but since it's a fantasy draft rebuild, I highly doubt we're going to have much to do with it. They want us to redo the contract anyways. Why did it skip over? 1 year 14. I don't know what kind of contract he's on at this rate, to be honest, but all I know is you can't re-sign him anymore, so at least he's here, it seems. I'm praying for some players here. Old linemen, whatever it may be. This drafting the highest overall player thing is starting to turn on us a little bit more than it was before. Still kind of looking at quarterback, but I do like Ritter. Tooney. Oh, okay, we got some players. So we got 3 minimum. A couple of wide receivers. Don't really need a wide receiver anymore. All right, so I'm going to be paying some money out here. We are going to be offering some very high contracts. Stay tuned. Why do I have a feeling we're going to get nobody? Money did disappear, though. We are kind of brokey. Oh, no. I offered him a 4 year 70, and EA says, nah, dude, running backs who don't ever get paid, he's going to go for a 4 year 37. Hell yeah, dude, double money? No thanks. No thanks. Elijah Vera Tucker, 4 year 44, takes a 2 year 20. Nice. I love how realistic this game is. So bad. Personally, I think this is a mad steal. Connor Williams is only 28 years old. We're getting the old man. He was on the trade block. I'm only going for trade block players because, well, I just feel like they're going to be easier to get. There's actually a couple of decent, really decent looking players here. Late first, early second-ish kind of range. A couple of 2 to 3s as well. I'm not sure what I want to do exactly. Kind of want to trade this down and then take someone at 27 maybe, but kind of depends on the depth at the position that we're looking at, right? We need multiple O-linemen. A lot of them are 2 to 3, so, I mean, if you want to go that route, you probably have to wait there. DT, I really like Victor Bailey. Adams isn't bad either. I might just move to, like, trade this down to, like, early second and then wait on 27. Gatewood I have to grab, obviously, and then Duvall I wouldn't mind, as we do need a safety, so I think the smartest move would be move this pick slightly behind 27 and then just wait until it's like we're down to that last, player at the position we're going for. That's not a bad trade, actually. I really like this from the Browns. Getting 60 from them and then moving 1 spot behind 27. And holy crap, Adam's already gone. Okay, so the DTs, we're going to be going for one of the lesser ones, it seems. As there's no way I'm going to trade up when there's, right there. That I would have literally just traded up to 1 spot after. Although he's still there. Am I making a sell here by not? Watch him go right here, 26. Of course, every time, dude. I swear the game knows. I swear they know. Either way, DT isn't as big of a need because, there are a couple of guys that we can grab a little bit later, like even Fant, who's maybe undersized for the position, but Bartow maybe. But I think with this pick, even though you might call it a little early, I might go with Duvall, 1 to 2. He's 21 years old. He's got some pretty good athleticism for a safety. Duvall, I love it. First round safety. That's why I just don't like drafting safeties. It's just bad. And do I really want to reach this hard on a cornerback? We have a decent looking tight end too, but he's a 2 to 3, which is a bit high. I mean, I can't really say reach on a cornerback. It's early, but it's not like a reach. He's 2 to 3. He's really good. I'm going to try to get to like 8 in the second round. See if I can turn that into like a mid to late third. All right, we traded pick 28 and a 6th-round pick and these two random players for early second and a late second, I believe. With the Bears, another interdivisional. These trades have been kind of cooking for us, so why would I stop them now? I probably will go with Gatewood here. I think, I was willing to take him at that 1st-round pick, so why wouldn't I take him here? I think we're set on corner. I might even trade Caillou Blue Kelly off because we don't really need 3 good corners. So, I mean, he's a star-dev player. Maybe we've flipped ourselves a player. Gatewood's going to be the guy, though. Amen. B-press, B-zone. It's like we're in church. Hidden dev, and he is blazing fast. What a pick. I really don't even know if I would consider this a win. A future set of picks with Kelly for a pick 50 from the... whoever the hell that was, the Jaguars. And even then, if I want to get to the Colts here, which I do for this tight end, for the future-proofing, I got to do another trade-up. All right, that pick we just traded for, a 4th and a 5th in 2027, and then this corner just to barely tip it over the edge. To move up to pick 8, I am praying that this tight end is worth it. He looks very athletic. He has a bunch of A's and B's on his projected key ratings. He looks too good to pass on, and that's why I'm going for him. Elite speed, good excel, great agility, great change of direction, good jumping. He's shorter, but I think he's going to be decent. And he is hidden and very athletic. All right, next pick is at 28, and I think the next pick is at 30, 31. O-line is a need. Linebacker, I think we could live without. We got the safety, even though he's normal. Perriman is a center. Do I really want the center? That tackle's actually... The tackle's actually looking pretty... Actually, kind of mid. Awareness and impact is good, but the rest sucks. I'm still going to take the chance on him. Nice. That's all that matters. All that matters is the dev. Probably an auto starter, unless there's a lineman that we drafted or signed that I forgot about. I know we have Tooney. I know we have the new center. I think we're kind of good-ish. Wouldn't hurt to have another starter, though. DT, Fant looked pretty good. Linebacker isn't really a need. I kind of want to trade up again. I kind of want another lineman. I kind of want Spencer and Fant. I think I'm going to go Spencer here, and then I might trade up for Fant. We'll see. 22 years old, Dean Spencer. I'm done. I've just lost the touch. I don't know what to tell you. And this year going forward, we don't have that extra 1st-round pick, which has kind of saved us, us moving those picks around a lot. That's kind of gone. So if we want to make this play, it's going to be kind of significant to go. Yeah, I don't think we can do it. I mean, the best I could do is maybe a 3rd 2 years from now, and then if we have depth at a decent position maybe, which I don't think we do. All right, so we have 1 lineman, 2 linemen, 3 linemen. We just drafted 2. So Fitzsimmons? All right, fair enough. Going for the DT. Future-proofing again, because obviously Pierce is going to be the guy now, but maybe that'll change. Fant also, I think, was another one of those interior finesse types. So he's not really built for the nose tackle spot, but it is what it is. We're here now, and Sidney Fant's going to be the guy, 21 years old. Hidden. Didn't look at the strength, very low, but it was worth it because it was hidden, or he was hidden. No draft picks after literally pick 65, which is kind of wild, but we'll see how it turned out. We obviously landed a couple of hiddens in there. Not great, but a few. Obviously, that new normal dev guy will literally play the role of Fitzsimmons from last season. Let's take a look at the draft recap. And, okay, Gatewood was as advertised. Duval is pretty good, too. He ends up being 79 zone coverage, very high overall. Normal dev, but maybe 1 breakout, and he's cooking. Bohannon's only 73. Probably only going to be star, maybe superstar. Gatewood's good, though. We were not wrong to go for him. Let's take a look at that dev. Let us take a look at that dev. What is he? Obviously, he's number 1 or 2 anyways. Superstar. Okay, we got a good one. Kind of expected that, in fairness. There was another corner that was pretty good too, but I ended up just taking him. Maxwell Bohannon, 80 catch. Route running's a little rough, but very athletic, obviously, which is kind of all you need. Take a look at that dev. Like I said, star, superstar, maybe. I kind of feel superstar, actually. Oh! X Factor. Okay, no aggressive, because he's like 6'3", he's very small, but that is not bad. The DT obviously hidden. Thompson will end up just being a starter. Kind of balanced for the most part. I usually see like one style, but he's actually very balanced across the board. Was that dev? Star dev. I was hoping maybe we got a superstar. Been a little while since we've seen a superstar offensive lineman. Maybe we'll get a superstar defensive lineman. Sydney Fance, very good finesse, but like we said, kind of not really built for that nose tackle role, but we do have Pierce who will play that for the season. Dev, star. Really wish we got Breece Hall, though, but another pretty good offseason. All right, the Season 3 team. The offense continues to shift around, but the 2 wide receivers are amazing. Tight end, Kelsey's probably going to retire after the season, but consolation, we have another X Factor waiting to start. Obviously, Travis Kelce's still very good. Route running's great. Catching's pretty damn good. Catch traffic's a little low now, but speed is still just good enough. That's not too much lower than he would have already started at. Offense, obviously, the other players. Ritter is 26 now, but he has a superstar dev, which is like, a little under 9K per upgrade. Pretty damn accurate, actually. Under pressure and awareness is a little low, but his actual accuracies are actually pretty good. That's how I would try to build him, if I had him. So, in like a user league. O-line, it's still just an L, right? We need a new right guard. Center left guard's fine. Left tackle might be fine too. So, really just need a new right guard. I'm selling on these hiddens, but at least Thompson was hidden dev, star dev. Inside linebackers might need a new guy. We have Tate. He's fast, but he's really low overall. Interior, Carter might need to be replaced. Corners are fine. Safeties are young. So, other than getting lucky with like a higher than normal dev rookie, there's not really much we can do at that position. Finally, something in the form of a breakout. 10K XP for Washington. We have had no breakouts. No successes at all. A lot of guys going from normal to star, and it's been nothing. Been a bunch of, it's a humbling experience. It's like, yeah, this elbow is a humbling experience as well when you fall asleep for the next 3 to 7 business days. Finally, someone, and of course, it's the rookie Duval. Star Dev, 5K XP. Thank you. Someone stepped up to the plate. And then Mike Carter fails his second one of these. I'm not going to lie, it's a humbling experience. Well, the season's not going to plan, but the re-signings at least are pretty tame. Ooh, Nakobe Dean got himself a little star dev, 5K XP to go with it. Talk a whole bunch of crap about nobody getting breakouts, and boom. Really good season, completely wasted by 2 or 3 straight losses near the end of the season. It was crazy. We were 2-5, and then I think we got all the way up to 8-5, maybe 9-5, and then just lost 3 in a row, and then won against the Bengals, which didn't matter. That sucks. Like, that really blows, but what can you do? Let's go to the Super Bowl. I actually didn't even look at the stats. We'll take a look at the stats real quick, actually. Maybe need a scheme change. We changed the defense to Pittsburgh. I don't know if that changed anything, but we'll see if it did. Ritter, touchdown to pick ratio is pretty good. Yards are pretty good, but the touchdowns are lacking. Charbonnet just hasn't been the guy, which, once again, we know that's the reason why, is that he's not a proven guy. You have to be proven to be anything decent in the rush game in Sim this year. It's so stupid. And then looking at offensive line, the receivers were pretty good, obviously. Defense, no sacks. Once again, love it. And, I mean, it's just, I don't know what to do in some of these situations. It's like the game just wants every player to be proven talent. Otherwise, you just get nothing. You just don't get anything. All right, potential DevOps. Trying to think. Offensively, Charbonnet for the touchdowns, perhaps? Maybe? Nope, I never see running backs dev up, like, ever. Kelsey's still here, though. Because of his overall and the fact that we have a lot of money, I probably will re-sign him, ironically enough, too. Defensively, nothing for Carter. And it appears that's it. Just no dev-ups at all. We had no dev-ups across the board. Oh, so do we actually... Because I didn't see Travis Kelce on the list. We must have... end up giving him a 2-year technically, because we gave him the like 1 year 21, then we signed him to a 1 year like 15 afterwards. Because I haven't seen him unless he's like sneaking around. But I guess not. Tyler Scott's a decent overall. Once again, we have so much money. There's nothing else we could do with it. So bring him back. Why the hell not? Bonaconda, I mean, maybe there's a better running back in free agency and Charbonnet becomes the number 2. So that's the hopes. That's the dreams. And I think Ritter's good enough. And even if he isn't, outside of like a proven generational talent, I just think it's too late to try and develop someone new. So he's just going to be our guy, win or lose. See the free agency class. I mean, we'll probably go for Tyron just because, once again, we have so much money and nothing to do with it. And that's really it. Free agency is weak as ever. Wait, hold up. Aaron Rodgers is still here at 42? That is wild. All right, let's see if we get either of these guys, Milano and Tyron. Can't wait for neither to join. At least we got Tyron. Offered Milano a pretty good contract too, but he decided not to join. Tyron Smith is just literally like well, we have nothing else to spend the money on, so might as well get somebody good type of move. See if there's any proven running backs. Maybe we'll even just spit out a draft pick for one, if possible. I don't think that's going to be the case, though, as, yeah, I mean, the best you're going to get is Sean Betts. Oh, this guy actually scouted, too. All right, pick 17. DT's kind of our biggest need, sorta. Don't know if I want to take one this high, but there are a couple of good options, I suppose. Don't have that much scouted because we don't really have that many draft picks. We only have 2 and not that many needs now. Obviously, the offensive line, we've got a lot of older guys that could just go anytime, but as of right now, that's not really my focus. A couple of offensive linemen that look pretty good. A running back that looks pretty good, but I mean, can I really start a new running back at this rate? I don't know. Kirkpatrick would be a nice addition. Maybe move the whole team to a 4-3 so we don't even need DT. I don't know, but I think this is going to start off with a classic little trade down. We get 29 and 61 with a bunch of other picks from the Texans, so I'm down to do that. 29 might still get a D end. If one of those DT type players is there, I guess I'll just take him anyways, but probably will just move down to the like mid-second, grab a couple of linemen, maybe that linebacker, and call it a day. What do we got? 1 or 2 Morrison. He was pretty good. I wanted the D end more, though. He looked like really solid. What do we want to do? Do we want to do Morrison? A power move? Maybe we'll get lucky with the dev. He's a big dude. I think I'll risk it. Alex Morrison. And he's hidden. Thankfully. Oh, my. A little sigh of relief, if you will. Do we really need a linebacker? Because, I mean, the normal dev guy we have really isn't developing. It probably would make sense. You know what? I'll go to 17. If he's there, I'll take him. If he's not, it is what it is. The running back Mumphrey goes. Go look at the Steelers after this one, but I just don't think we can start a new running back. It's just not going to go our way. And Kirkpatrick is there, so I'm just going to straight up grab him. Clint Kirkpatrick, pretty athletic and, you know, got some pretty good key ratings. And he's hidden. Okay, a lot of these guys have been normal lately. We're cooking. We're doing all right. We have pick 29 still. I don't know if we have any other picks, though. A 4th-round pick. There's a couple of decent linemen in here. I'd like to grab at least one. I don't know who the best one is. That center looks pretty good. He is there. Reiner looks decent too, but I think the center looks the best. We're going to go to the center. Luke Robertson, kind of built to play only center. Another hidden dev player. All right, and I think we're going to move down until we're down to like 1 lineman and then trade up for that one just to kind of future-proof the positions. All right, only 1 lineman left, so we use our mid-4th, a 3rd next, and a 5th next to get this 3rd-round pick, which definitely is costly, but if he's hidden, it's worth it, I think, because, once again, we're kind of future-proofing the team, and we're down to, like, basically 1 last draft, right? Because we're headed into year 4, and then year 5 would be, like, the end. The DT Bowens looks pretty good, but I think DT we're fine on for now, whereas guard, O-line, we still need more. Please. Thank you. Really high strength. Finally, a pretty clean draft, right? I don't think we landed a single hidden normal, did we? Hidden, hey, relax. Don't think we landed a single normal, which, about time. We've actually, besides this draft, probably more normals than hiddens, which, for us this Madden season, is definitely on the rare side. And, of course, of all the rebuilds for that to happen, it's the one where we need as much talent as possible every single season. But I'm going to try to take a quick gander. Yeah, we got all hiddens. Obviously, they are lower end overalls, but It's all right. Morrison will play the DT spot. What's that power move? 80. Not bad for a... I mean, he's not huge, but 6'4", 303 is bigger than, 288 or whatever that we have for a guy. Ooh, superstar. Not bad, actually. Let's go 93. I mean, there's numbers, all right? Green Bay's got some numbers. What can I tell you? Kirkpatrick will play middle linebacker, I suppose. Actually, you know what? Do we not just move this team to a 4-3 and just let it cook for once? I think that's what we're going to do. 4-3 it is. And here we are for Season 4. Ritter's an 81 overall, but he is also now 27 years old. Outside of like a quarterback trade, I don't think there's much more we could do here. I think it's time to change playbooks, though. We might have to go OP Chiefs, but will that even be enough? Offensive line is pretty good. It's not quite as good as when we first started, but it's close as it ever was. And Travis Kelce's kind of on his last legs. This offense should be good, though, but it's the defense that I worry about. Obviously, this will be switched to a 4-3. I got to do that real quick. We're probably going to go Chiefs offense, Chiefs defense. It's definitely not the best team we've ever built, but it is a fantasy draft franchise, so every team around right now, the best teams are probably like 87, 88. So, not making the playoffs, starting where we did. We've officially turned it around as much as physically possible at this point, I think, in my opinion. All right, so don't get me wrong. We changed the scheme. We added a couple of new players, but the type of season we're having right now doesn't feel like a season that you should have just because you changed up a few things. Looking at, like, contracts, we got a lot of guys coming up here. So, obviously, a fifth-year option for Cooks. Fifth-year option for Garland kind of makes sense, especially since he's not interested. I got to say, these contracts are kind of annoying. But Charbonnet, whether he is the future at the position or not, I think you pay him the contract. Once again, good money for a backup. We'll pay him a slight bit more. What else do we have? Nakobe Dean, we'll pay that. We will not pay Ajabo, sadly. Travis Kelce's going to retire. We will pay Connor Williams because free agency's been thin. Tooney will pay as well. Tyron Smith, I'm going to wait till after the season's over because he's probably going to retire as well. This is really our best shot. Honestly, if we don't win the Super Bowl here, realistically, doing another season is completely pointless. Obviously, I will because I want to do the 5-season minimum, which is usually what we do if we don't get a Super Bowl before then. But I'm going to be honest, if we don't get it this year with the retirements we're going to have, it's going to kind of be pointless. All right, we're doing pretty well. If we win, we might have a bye week, and we do 13-4. Maybe this is the magic year. Switching to the Chiefs offense and defense may be the way to cook. And here it is. It kind of sold a little bit near the end of the season, but we're obviously perfectly fine as we're in the playoffs. Finally, from no playoffs for 3 seasons to year 4, we get a bye week. Could you imagine going from crap to Super Bowl just like that? Maybe. Desmond Ridder, number 1 in touchdowns. Very good touchdown pick ratio. Yards are up there. Was it enough for MVP? Maybe. Charbonnet was not bad either. Jefferson was great. Kelce obviously cooked up in his more comfortable scheme. Scott kind of stole the numbers from Cooks, but the team cooked as a whole, and that's all that matters. O-line was pretty good numbers. Bosa did way better as a 4-3 guy. Garland was okay. Washington was pretty damn good. Interceptions were up this season, at least individually. Tucker with 11 for 12. I gave him a contract, but will he retire? I don't know. Cole, 54.5. I mean, pretty much everyone across the board was better than they normally were. Ridder MVP? Number 2. It's never MVP for us. Offensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year on defense, best quarterback, best wide receiver, best O-line even. We want some awards. This could be the year. It really could be. We could actually win it all from nothing to Super Bowl. That would be quite the accomplishment. Here we are in the divisional round, going up against the Seahawks. Okay, I mean, they are a 9-8 overall, or 9-8 team anyways, but their overall is 3 overalls higher. What the hell is happening out here? Is our team really that bad? I know the defense is like nowhere near as good as the offense, but then again, here's the offense, giving up short fields by just doing nothing. I mean, the offense doing literally nothing right now. 10-16, nice little bit. Okay, nice little turnaround. Up by 1, fourth quarter. It's anyone's game to get the touchdown on the 2-point. 11 minutes left. I mean, just nothing plus nothing equals literally nothing. They're telling us to punt this ball. I disagree. We have some talent. I think we throw it to the talent. Why would I go anywhere else? Because the linebacker is the greatest baiter of all time. And the defense actually does do really well, forcing the punt. Offense is moving, and they're going to score the touchdown. 3 minutes left. Maybe I was wrong, although you can see here. Oh! The team clutched up, forcing the fumble as they were about to just get scored on. Clock was going to run out. They were going to kick the game winner. And instead, because of the defense, there's a chance. And that's pretty bad throw by Ritter. I just know that they won't have enough time because they just love to waste the clock. Can we get the man in field goal range? The Tucker. Kelsey just straight up, maybe? Nah, you know what? We're going to run this base. Aw, Jefferson was so open. Not that it matters. What a try, though. Terrible throw by Ritter, and they're going to have a chance with this thing. If freaking Ritter doesn't throw better, throwing the game is all he's throwing. You got to do better than this. Kelsey is still really good, so I would trust him. We're kind of intersecting the routes, though. I'm going to go the slant instead. And we trust Jefferson with our life. He's got speed. Thought maybe he had the angle. We obviously have room now from the 41. Clock will move, but we don't really need that much to get in range for the man himself. That will waste about 20 seconds, something. Don't want to stay in bounds, though. Wait. What is this throw? Cooks. Doesn't get the feet down. Nice throw, Ritter. You absolute bot. It's like basically built for Travis Kelce to make the play for us. Cooks is so fast. I'm just going to throw another streak down there, see if they can even cover it. And that's a perfect play. Travis. Don't do that, Travis. Stop. Let's be honest. They're not going to kick the field goal. Right? They're going to run the ball once. It's like, oh, we got time. That's it. They hit it. All right. We're moving on to the championship round. The defense clutched up. They forced the fumble, recovered it. Offense took it down the field. This offense is maybe the most potent I've ever used in a rebuild. Like, that Cooks guy is insane. Jefferson's obviously really good, and Travis Kelce still gets wide open. That is, I mean, Cooks is crazy good. But either way, championship round, who is it going to be against? Probably like the Cowboys, even though it's, you know, fantasy draft. They still have the scheme. It's the Giants. Okay, I'm kind of curious to see who actually, like, won to get here. Obviously, we didn't have the wild card round, so the Giants beat Tampa by 3. Then the Giants beat Philly by 7, and then they hopefully lose to us. We'll see. The Bills already won a Super Bowl, I believe, and they're still in it, going up against the Titans, who are going to run the ball heavy. What is that Giants roster overall? 80. Everyone's higher overall than us. In fairness, they all have, like, franchise quarterbacks, like, proper. A chilly game, classic team matchup for an NFC championship game as well. How many opportunities did we need to score? Were we not, like, in the red zone, like, 45 times right there? All right, same score as they beat the Buccaneers with, but obviously we are past that now. 18-21, 21-21, and it looks like they're going to be winning this game. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it might not be fair, but at the same time, what happens in Madden stays in Madden, and we're headed to the Super Bowl. I don't care. 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 I didn't cheat. The game sucks. What do you want from me? Super Bowl time. Who is it against? The Bills, of course. It's the Bills. We're going to be GG'd, aren't we? We're going to be GG'd. What are they? 12-5. 89 overall, though. DevOps, Ritter. Obviously, X Factor. No one else went up in dev. But Ritter's, I mean, he's got a +8 in fairness. But what is that +8 looking like? 99, 99, 91. Obviously, throw power 93. I mean, say what you will, but he does be cooking. Ritter's cooking up. Can he be the guy to win a Super Bowl here, though? I don't know. And then defensively, Kirkpatrick, was he already superstar? I don't remember who was superstar. I know Duval wasn't, and I know the cornerback wasn't. So we got at least a couple finally on defense. A couple of dev-ups. We'll take them. But the main thing we hope we take is obviously the W. Don't know if that's actually going to happen or not, but let's hope for the best and get on in this for... Ooh, we are higher overall now with that one. For all the marbles, potentially. Mahomes. GG. Bro, that lineup is lethal. Who was it? Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, now Mahomes? That's just not fair. 10-7, 13-7, 14-13. We are barely holding on to a lead. Huge touchdown drive up 8. They get a touchdown, don't get the 2, but it doesn't matter because they get a touchdown from the 8, 3rd and goal. Not going to get it. What's the sitch? I mean, you got to go for the field goal, I guess. Down by 2. They get a touchdown here. It's going to make it really tough. That field goal keeps us in it. Come on, offense. They're moving. 3rd and 17. They get it on a 26-yarder to Cooks, who does cook with the 2-point. No way. And they lose. We're Super Bowl champions over the Bills. They were close. I don't know if they missed the field goal or if we just got another bullcrap lucky win. But what I can tell you is this bunch of misfits are a Super Bowl champion squad. Charbonnet, he's starting to get better. I don't know about his actual playoff performances. I feel like they've been a blur. I kind of just skip over the rushing numbers. They're usually terrible. But the regular season numbers are pretty good. And Ritter's a Super Bowl champion as the quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. I mean, there was a bunch of different names on this one. I don't even know who's in the damn thumbnail. There's so many names. But obviously, Cooks, he cooks. He absolutely cooks. Clutched up on that 3rd and 17 for 26 yards, setting up the touchdown. And obviously, the team took care of business and win the bowl of soup. 3 straight playoff seasons gone. No playoffs, like, bound. Into the playoffs, the Super Bowl, and the whole squad thing. Ritter and Mahomes, pretty similar numbers. Just Ritter threw that interception. Rushing, a lot of touchdowns, but, yards per carry, terrible both sides. A lot of receiving yards, I suppose, for the running back. Godwin's there. Sacks, anyways. Ajabo did his job as a backup. Ajabo. Logan Wilson with an interception. They missed a field goal, which made all the difference. And we have won the Super Bowl despite all odds. MarkyMark and his challenge bunch. We freaking barely do it. Barely. If we lose this, if we don't win the Super Bowl in this season, I mean, it's probably a GG. I'm going to be 100% honest. Like, how the hell would we do it without these, like, offensive linemen? Like, surely they're going to retire. Let's take a look. Take a look at that regression before we actually look at how good the players are. Potential retirements as well. So, is this where retirements happen? Obviously, Travis Kelce's going to be gone, and even if he wasn't, we're going to let him go. Let's take a look at those Packers, see if there's anyone even remaining. So, you lose Tyron Smith and Travis Kelce, which are very significant. Dropping off to a brand new tight end, dropping an 88 overall offensive lineman. Kind of want to see like what free agency would look like as well, because obviously I'm not going to come back to this team anyways. But Tooney obviously gets a superstar. It's a little late for him, but better late than never, kind of. Bohannon never actually started, but he would finally get to start. He's already primed to be like that guy. Really good route running for medium, okay short, pretty solid catch, and obviously insanely athletic. Might have even gained a little bit of speed while waiting for his chance. Justin Jefferson, 99 across the board, and, looking at his stats, pretty damn close to it. 99 in the route running for the most part, other than like a couple of notches here or there. Everything's 99 catching, 99 release. He's very good. 96 overall for Cooks, who's obviously still far away from it, but in his own way, maybe even ends up better, because obviously the size and speed, already 98 release, 99 spec, damn near 99 for the rest of the catching as well. Charbonnet, not quite the 90 overall, but got it with the morale, which maybe helped him. Very good trucking back with some okay speed. He's okay. He's nothing crazy. O-line, I don't really care about the rest, but let's take a look at Ritter. Obviously, we just took a look at him, but let's take another look at him. Why not? Even without the boost, though, 92 medium, 94 short, 88 deep, 93 throw power. That's not bad. It's just throw under pressure, awareness kind of stuff. Not the best. Morrison, he just kind of got here, so it is what it is. Washington, we'll give him that speed upgrade just to see him at his final form, or at least his best form to this point. Didn't really do much, but 96 finesse move, and his best season ever was, 7 sacks? Literally a god at pass rush, but okay. Gatewood, obviously he would kind of need some zone coverage, but he kind of looks semi-balanced. He's probably like just around 80 zone, if I had to guess. 4 to tackle is kind of crazy. He's 78 zone, 90 man, very fast, which we kind of expected. Presses a little bit lower for a man corner, but he's still obviously very good. Garland, I mean, the dude was so mid throughout, but he's an 85 overall now, and you'd obviously give him the 5th-year option and whatnot. Speed +1, 2 to finesse. That is a hell of an upgrade. 7, where the, oh yeah, so X Factor for 7 sacks, was it? Seems a little participation trophy to me. Manning goes up in dev as well, 78 overall. Really didn't develop too well, but pretty good in coverage, so what can you really complain about? Obviously, Duvall was way better than Bush out the gate, but let's take a look. 84 overall for Duvall, who's 23. 87 zone, well, not very fast, but athletic enough, obviously. Anything else? Nakobe Dean has an upgrade. Let's get him to field general. 82 overall, which it's definitely lackluster, but it's the best we could find. All right, Bobby Wagner left us literally immediately. Block shed and zone is actually kind of low on Nakobe, but what can you ask for? I mean, we're struggling out here to get players. What was Kirkpatrick again? Block shed. His coverage isn't terrible either, to be fair, but very good block shed. 81 to be exact. I guess we'll look at the free safety, and then Day, who never developed, but still good enough to be a starter, obviously. Bush, 81 zone. And then we'll take a look at Day, who was, kind of just super under radar in this entire thing, in my opinion. 83 overall. Man coverage is decent. Zone coverage is okay. Athleticism. The speed didn't go up, but the excel went up too, so kind of wish you could switch those, speed and excel, but still, that is going to be the team that wins it all. The team that you had to draft the highest overall player, no matter the position, no matter the age, and they win the Super Bowl, maybe on a little bit of luck. The 2 field goal attempts, it seems like they could have had for either a win and or draw, and neither one got attempted or made, whether, whatever happens. But it's a win in my book. So if you guys enjoy this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I really do appreciate your continued support on the channel. Maybe follow me on Twitter, JeromepkR. Second channel, PK Plays for now Madden content. Probably going to be Spider-Man tomorrow. You know what? Not probably. 100% Spider-Man. If I don't post Spider-Man, I was going to say I'm probably dead, but that's just not true. If I don't post Spider-Man, it's because I'm a seller. But Spider-Man tomorrow. And on the second channel, PK Plays. And yeah, this should have been the 3rd video of the day, unless I sold and this would actually be tomorrow, and then Spider-Man was on Sunday. One way or another, you're seeing this rebuild on the weekend. And enjoy the rest of your weekend, whatever you have planned. That's about it, though. If you have any suggestions for challenge rebuilds in the future, like MarkyMark did, let me know in the comment section below. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!